Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just play a little something before I start talking. Yeah, songs of freedom, Songs of freedom, we say. Pirate is the river, so light to the merchant ships. Minute after they took I from the bottomless pit. My hands beat strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? All I ever have, redemption song. Put yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets? there's something that really upset my spirit, upset my mind, because too often we see where our young men who's trying their best to excel and to do great things in life, then stop short by the hands of uniform of brutalities and murderous regimes that continue to cut short the life, of our young men. And because the law set a way that they can get away with it, and they know that they're most likely is eligible to get away with it, they continue to do it. What I'm talking about this morning is the young Air Force young man, Raja Fortson, who have lost his life in a brutal way, in a way that was not necessary, for the young man to lose his life. Because I've seen many times when people of other ethnicities, walking around with them gun and then pointing them gun, and law enforcement see them and would try them best to, coax them and to talk to them. But just too many unarmed black men have been gunned down, and even if them have a firearm, so many that have mentioned to law enforcement, I have a licensed firearm, and next thing you know, them shoot them at the same time, And there is no repealing the laws, and there is no justice, within the law to let these people know that, listen, it's time for them to stop all this madness, because if they get bolder and bolder as the moment pass by, because, your home should be your sanctuary. And if you're not safe in your home, where can you be safe? Because we hear that law enforcement is to serve and to protect. But why is the protection part is never on the people of our ethnicity? There's such a racial bias within the government, between law enforcement, between police union, between so many people who want to see things continue the same way, and too many black people always talking about them forgive, no matter what a man do to them say them forgive. And it is not biblical. Let me remind you guys, this is not biblical. It's not everything need forgiveness. You understand? Peter asked Jesus and said, how many times should I forgive? Should I forgive 70 times? Jesus said, no, 70 times 7, which is 490 times. So that means Jesus put a cap on forgiveness. If God did forgive everything, we wouldn't have a devil today, because God and Satan would be best friends. When Satan tried to act up his ugly head, God said, listen, I can't forgive you for this one. You understand? Black people is the only people that was taught to forgive under any circumstance. Even recently played out in our eyes. Hamas launched an attack on Israel. And was there any forgiveness? Was there any forgiveness? Was there any forgiveness for Hamas? No. Right? Tens of thousands more than what was lost. Where's the forgiveness? People talk about forgive in this world. When how many Saudis was into the bombing of the World Trade Centers? Not one Iraqis was in it. And them say you can't catch Kwaku, you catch him shot, right? Saudi Arabia attack. And who they go? They go and wipe out Saddam Hussein family because they couldn't do it to the Saudis. So they say, all right, can't catch Kwaku, we catch him shot. You know what I mean? We are the only people that you hear must always make sacrifice, no matter what. You know what I mean? How does that mother feel this morning knowing that her son that decided that he's gonna serve his country by becoming a United States Air Force airman to serve and protect, and in the sanctuary of his own home, he was gunned down, merciless. You understand? And why? Because black people keep on say, no matter what these people do, you forgive them. And there's no, we don't demand from politicians that there's a repeal in the law. You understand? So knowing that you have to treat each human being the same. You know, why is two different America? Why is a black America and a white America? Why is a law that's set apart? Them claim it is the same law, but the actions of the judges, the police, the prosecutors, want to show that we are living in two different America, because there's two different systems. I guarantee you, if that officer of brutality, of a murderous regime, did walk into the house and see a man of the same ethnicity, white like himself, even with a machine gun, him never shoot him. He'll tell himself to put it down. Understand? And the guy did not point his gun. You could have seen it in the video where the guy did not point his gun at him, but him see it fit to give him 6 shots. You know, and I hope I don't hear one single black person say them forgive him. Because, you know, we have the wrath of God. That's why that's the same thing keep on happening all over. Because no matter what a man do, Jesus said put a limit to it. After 490 times, you understand, you're supposed to catch your hand in mid-ear and break the hand if the hand come for backs up on one cheek, you know, turn the other cheek game. Because you got gonna come a time when the cheek gonna be sore from turning it. A man backs up on the next side and backs up on the next side. There's a time where you either have to go duck it or catch your hand in mid-ear and block it in several places in the joints. Understand? And we need to start to realize, listen, it's justice across the board for each man. You know what I mean? Every man have an equal right to live and to be free. Don't care what color, class, or race it may be. You know what I mean? Don't matter what your ethnicity may be. You should get the same treatment. You know what I mean? They cannot keep on taking in men into these organization who them clearly know that they are racist. They wear the uniform of murder. They wear the uniform of brutality. They don't come to serve and to protect. The serve and to protect is for the others. You understand? You see the boy going to the church and kill how many people in the church. And the police them take him and bring him to McDonald's and friend him up and buy him food, make him eat, and reward him. You understand? Zuma man who killed Trayvon Martin was rewarded $25,000 for his gun when he used and killed Trayvon Martin. Somebody see it as a trophy. Understand? To give him $25,000 for it. because it's a trophy because it killed a black man. And it's we are the only people, no matter what you hear, we say, we come out and say we forgive. And when it's gonna be an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, why the government that never forgive whoever bombed the World Trade Center? Why millions of people lose their life for it? When the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor, why I never say I forgave you, right? 2 nuclear bomb was dropped. Understand? We are the only people. No matter what a man do us, we say we forgive them. Understand? And we have no example of the others being forgiven. Understand? When we gonna realize and say it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth? You understand? Jesus put a cap on forgiveness. God put a limit on forgiveness. And because people they make people read the Bible and tell them they don't read the Bible for themselves. So they say, everything you have to do this. And you forgive for everything. It's not true. It's not biblical. Nowhere in the Bible where God forgive for everything. Don't to God who make man, there was a time when him said, listen me, the forgiveness days is over. If him did forgive for everything, he wouldn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Black people are the only people where you hear say forgive under any circumstances, and it's not biblical. Understand? We only repeat what we hear somebody say who don't follow the same principle. They don't follow the same principle of forgiveness. Why Ben Laden wasn't forgiven? Then if so be it. Why Hamas not been forgiven? If so be it to forgive for everything. You see, we are only people we forgive. We have your one son and a man come and murder and a man look on you and tell yourself, forgive him. You give it all. Why should you forgive him? Why God and Satan not be best friend and Satan in heaven right now? Because God said, Satan, you reach a limit. You reach a limit where you cannot get no forgiveness. Jesus said forgiveness is 490 times. That means him put a cap on it. Him could have said, don't under no circumstances, no matter what a man do you must forgive him. Jesus did not say that. He never said that. It is not biblical. He put a cap on it. If forgive for everything, God wouldn't drown Pharaoh and his army in the Red Sea then. God could have said, I'm going to forgive you. Just kill off the Israelites, just kill them off, and I'll forgive you. God don't forgive for everything. And if him is God and him not forgive for everything, why black people keep on telling people that no matter what a man do you, you're supposed to forgive them. Read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. God don't forgive for everything. He's long-suffering, yes. He's very long-suffering, but he don't forgive for everything. If he did forgive for everything, there would be no need. No, but people could have just lived how they want to live because there would not be any need for judgment, for a future judgment. We all grew up hearing that judgment is coming and God is going to give recompense. That means if God did forgive everything, there would be absolutely no need for judgment. Absolutely no need for judgment. It would be absolutely no need for we talk about Satan because no matter what Satan do, God would have already forgiven him. Black people are the only people where you tell it, say, a man having one child and a man kill him and he say, oh, I forgave you. It's not biblical. It's just stupid. Understand? Because forgiveness comes with a limit. It comes with a limit. Understand? How long we're going to sit back and don't ask for these laws to be repealed so that people said, all right, we want police reform. You have the racist them when you hear people say police reform. First thing they say, you want to defund the police, you want to disband the police. No, you don't want to disband the police. I'm not saying that the police is not necessary. You understand? I'm not saying that they're not necessary. But if it's not, it doesn't work for black people. Put it that way. It doesn't work for black people. Because more black people is in prison. More black people treat unfairly with the court system. You understand? All over. So, I mean, from the prosecutor to the arresting officer, to the judge, to the warden, you know what I mean, to the politician, them, everybody work against we, you know what I mean, why we have to be the target, you know, our children, you know what I'm saying, the young man, Raja, you know what I mean, at the prime of his youth, his prime of his youth, you understand, gunned down carelessly because of a racist. These people, once them see a black, them see it's target practice. When it's the others, them go out of them way to save the others. You understand? Them go out of them ways to save the others. Because what? Black people just go march and then it's done. You know what I mean? I remember years ago, a man said his son got carried to school, and this is a white man. You understand? He said his son got carried to school, and the karate teacher raped him little son. And so when them escort him from the courthouse, bring him to the courthouse, the man walk up to him and put two in his head. That's a good father. That's a good father. Understand? Because that man will never rape another man's son. He will never rape another man's son. You understand? When we realize we cannot continue, you know what I mean? And I'll fear all you young guys over the country where make man brainwashing and telling us you have to kill one another. You know what I mean? Killing a own black brother. You know what I mean? Because of a brainwash. You understand? When our eyes kind of open, the man say, release yourself from mental slavery. He said, none but yourself can free your mind. Say, have no care for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. Say, the old pirate, them took I. Them took I from the bottom of a slave ship. You understand? I come back and say, hatred and reward us so we love. The more we love, and the more we get hatred. Hatred being rewarded for our love. You understand? And we all have to come together and say, you know what I mean, these practices, same care and measure that a man would take when he go to when these uniform of brutalities go to a black person home, and the same measure of care and respect that them would show when them go to a white person home is the same measure of care. Oh, so many black police out there, your black police are walking and a gun down white kid. So I say why it is so behaving, them not mischievous, them not do no kind of evil. And when black police go to them, why first thing a black police not do, they join gun and shoot them. Even if they have a gun. Why the black police not just see them and as them a walk, I come in and shoot them, or them just kick them the door and go in and shoot them. If that was happening, and the ratio to which white police go into black people house and shoot them children, and it was happening in the same ratio that a black police just walk into the house and kick down the door and whatever and just blaze shot pan whether it's a white child, woman, kid, or what. Can you imagine the outrage? Can you imagine the white rage? Can you imagine what would happen, the anarchy and mayhem that would happen in society if black people was doing the same thing? So how comes, you know what I mean, the white man get a chance to do that? Understand? And then you have some black people that will come out and come say them forgive them. Stop talk foolishness. I don't want to hear no more black people that come up and but you say eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Now come talk about you forgive. You cannot get, if you do the same thing, a man keep on doing the same thing and you keep on do the same thing. We continue to do it. And it is madness. It is absolutely madness. You give me one example in the history of the world where it's not only our people want think like that. Give me one history in the history of the world where it's not only our people want think like that. We can get senior after senior after senior from 25 to 50 years up to now. Understand? Why we don't hear that, you know what I mean, Hamas been forgiven. And so many women, men and children, crippled and lame, lost them life over it. Understand? Only we want. If you say, no what a man do you? You have to forgive. It's not biblical. No make man fool. If it was biblical, God and Satan would have been best friend. If it was biblical, we would have take vacation in Sodom and Gomorrah. You could have book a flight and say, I want to go and find Sodom and Gomorrah. I want to go down to Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I mean? If God did forgive everything, and if everything need to be forgiven, and no matter what a man do, you forgive him, we wouldn't take vacation in Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember that. It's not biblical. And it's down to Jesus put a cap on it. Jesus said, after 490 times, forgiveness is up. Understand? And right through the scripture, you see where God destroyed people. Because him say, me forgive you once, me forgive you twice, forgive you 3 times, forgive you 4 times, forgive you 5 times. And there's a time in him to say, listen, man, stop forgiving now. And just wipe out. Understand? These laws where man can just blaze, knock on your door and just blaze and give 6 shots. Understand? Need to change. Understand? And we have to talk about these things because these things is troubling. Why should a young man in them house and I relax? And you have these people who, because I'm not say a black person live over there, so anything happen, they will point out say the black man over there, so that's police can come in them house and kill them. You understand? You never shoot after the police, now point him gun to the police, you know. Him open him door. You understand? For look to see who in it. It's not, and can you imagine if it was a youth where we get arrested even one time, or them would have, or them if them had throw dirt on him name was a good kid, a child with a mother and a father proud of, a sister and a brother proud to be, you know what I mean, siblings with. You understand? And Can you imagine if it was a child that even get arrested one time? The amount of dirt with them and the chop on him name, and you know what I mean? The white media have a style. You know, when anything happened to a black person, then go back and say, oh, in great grandfather that's slave. And 5 years ago, in grandfather, they got prison. What that have to do with them? You understand? Same thing could apply to any other ethnicity, but them always try to throw dirt on black people at all times. You understand? And a time now, if we rise up and realize, so listen me, we ain't taking them crap, and we're not afraid to talk, and we're not afraid to act. You understand? Because these people is getting bolder and bolder and bolder and bolder. You know what I mean? The young man. And why this touch me, you know? You have a young son just like that when at the, the Air Force, you know. My son just a little bit older than him. You understand? When at the Air Force, good child, like we're proud of. You understand? And to know you're good kid, we're proud of. You know what I mean? A man can just walk in your house and just gun you down. And yo, that animal supposed to in a prison right now, you know. You know what I mean? And law have change. When these men shoot one right away for know him name. Or the name of who him shoot can release and the name of who shoot him can release. What kind of conspiracy business we not going with? The law need to change. These are the things that we need to vote on. And if we want to vote for betterment of humanity, these are the things. Because until the philosophy which all one race superior and another race inferior, and it's discredited and abandoned and totally destroyed, God don't make a super race, God don't make a super people. You understand? Yeah, some people want to think like say, you know, them are super people and them are better people and nothing, you know what I mean? And them just as flawed as anyone else. You understand? You understand? It's time. It's time. You know what I mean? It's time to realize